Appreciation of hard work. One young academically excellent person went to apply for a managerial position in a big company. He passed the first interview, the director did the last interview, made the last decision. The director discovered from the CV that the youth's academic achievements were excellent all the way, from the secondary school until the postgraduate research, never had a year when he did not score. The director asked, "Did you obtain any scholarships in school?" The youth answered, "None." The director asked, "Was it your father who paid for your school fees?" The youth answered, "My father passed away when I was 1 year old. It was my mother who paid for my school fees." The director asked, "Where did your mother work?" The youth answered, "My mother worked as clothes cleaner." The director requested the youth to show his hands. The youth showed a pair of hands that were smooth and perfect. The director asked, "Have you ever helped your mother wash the clothes before?" The youth answered, "Never. My mother always wanted me to study and read more books. Furthermore, my mother can wash clothes faster than me." The director said, "I have a request. When you go back today, go and clean your mother's hands, and then see me tomorrow morning." The youth felt that his chance of landing the job was high. When he went back, he happily requested his mother to let him clean her hands. His mother felt strange, happy but with mixed feelings. She showed her hands to the kid. The youth cleaned his mother's hands slowly. His tear fell as he did that. It was the first time he noticed that his mother's hands were so wrinkled, and there were so many bruises in her hands. Some bruises were so painful that his mother shivered when they were cleaned with water. This was the first time the youth realized that it was this pair of hands that washed the clothes every day to enable him to pay the school fee. The bruises in the mother's hands were the price that the mother had to pay for his graduation, academic excellence and his future. After finishing the cleaning of his mother's hands, the youth quietly washed all the remaining clothes for his mother. That night, mother and son talked for a very long time. Next morning, the youth went to the director's office. The director noticed the tears in the youth's eyes, asked, "Can you tell me what have you done and learned yesterday in your house?" The youth answered, "I cleaned my mother's hand, and also finished cleaning all the remaining clothes." The director asked, "Please tell me your feelings." The youth said, "Number 1, I know now what is appreciation. Without my mother, there would not the successful me today. Number 2, by working together and helping my mother, only I now realize how difficult and tough it is to get something done. Number 3, one have come to appreciate the importance and value of family relationship." The director said, "This is what I am looking for to be my manager. I want to recruit a person who can appreciate the help of others, a person who knows the sufferings of others to get things done, and a person who would not put money as his only goal in life. You are hired." Later on, this young person worked very hard, and received the respect of his subordinates. Every employee worked diligently and as a team. The company's performance improved tremendously. Moral: if one doesn't understand and experience the difficulty it takes to earn the comfort provided by their loved ones, then they will never value it. The most important thing is to experience the difficulty and learn to value hard work behind all the given comfort.
Always stay alert. Once upon a time there was a lion that grew so old that he was unable to kill any prey for his food. So, he said to himself, I must do something to stay my stomach, else I will die of starvation. He kept thinking and at last an idea clicked him. He decided to lie down in the cave pretending to be ill, and then whosoever will come to inquire about his health will become his prey. The old lion put his wicked plan into practice and it started working. Many of his well-wishers got killed. But evil is short-lived. One day, a fox came to visit the ailing lion. As foxes are clever by nature, the fox stood at the mouth of the cave and looked about. His sixth sense worked and he came to know the reality. So, he called out to the lion from outside and said, "How are you, sir?" The lion replied, "I am not feeling well at all. But why don't you come inside?" Then the fox replied, "I would love to come in, sir. But on seeing all footprints going to your cave and none coming out, I would be foolish enough to come in." Saying so, the fox went to alert the other animals. Moral: always keep your eyes open and stay alert before walking in any situation. Fear versus respect. Long time ago, very cruel king, named Virat Singh was ruling the city of Vijayanagar. All citizens were fearful because of his cruelty. Virat has a dog named Jack, which he used to love more than anything. One fateful morning Jack died. Virat Singh organized last rituals for dog. Entire city came to cremation ground. Virat Singh was very happy to see that people love him so much and he felt he is the most popular king in the world. After few days Virat Singh died, but no one came for his funerals. Moral: respect is something you have to earn. You cannot force it on others to respect you. There is a thin line between fear and respect. Every one of us should understand it and do necessary corrections in our personalities. Helping others. Once there was a small boy named Shankar. He belonged to a poor family. One day, he was crossing through the forest carrying some woods. He saw an old man who was very hungry. Shankar wanted to give him some food, but he did not have food for his own. So he continued on his way. On his way he saw a deer who was very thirsty. He wanted to give him some water, but he did not have water for himself. So he went on his way ahead. Then he saw a man who wanted to make a camp but he did not have woods. Shankar asked his problem and gave some woods to him. In return, he gave him some food and water. Now he went back to the old man and gave him some food and gave some water to the deer. The old man and the deer were very happy. Shankar then happily went on his way. However, one day Shankar fell down the hill. He was in pain but he couldn't move and no one was there to help him. But the old man who he had helped before saw him. He quickly came and pulled him up the hill. He had many wounds on his legs. The deer whom Shankar had gave water saw his wounds and quickly went to forest and brought some herbs. After some time his wounds were covered. All were very happy that they were able to help each other. Moral: if you help others, then they will also help you. Unity is strength. Once upon a time, there was a flock of doves that flew in search of food led by their king. One day, they had flown a long distance and were very tired. The dove king encouraged them to fly a little further. The smallest dove picked up speed and found some rice scattered beneath a banyan tree. So all the doves landed and began to eat. Suddenly a net fell over them and they were all trapped. They saw a hunter approaching carrying a huge club. The doves desperately fluttered their wings trying to get out, but to no avail. The king had an idea. He advised all the doves to fly up together carrying the net with them. He said that there was strength in unity. Each dove picked up a portion of the net and together they flew off carrying the net with them. The hunter looked up in astonishment. He tried to follow them, but they were flying high over hills and valleys. They flew to a hill near a city of temples where there lived a mouse who could help them. He was a faithful friend of the Dove King. When the mouse heard the loud noise of their approach, he went into hiding. The Dove King gently called out to him, and then the mouse was happy to see him. The Dove King explained that they had been caught in a trap and needed the mouse's help to gnaw at the net with his teeth and set them free. The mouse agreed, saying that he would set the king free first. The king insisted that he first free his subjects and the king last. The mouse understood the king's feelings and complied with his wishes. He began to cut the net, and one by one all the doves were freed, including the Dove King. They all thanked the mouse and flew away together, united in their strength. Moral: when you work together, you are stronger. Once upon a time, there lived a big mango tree. A little boy loved to come and play around it every day. He climbed to the tree top, ate the mangoes, took a nap under the shadow. He loved the tree and the tree loved to play with him. Time went by, the little boy grew, and he no longer played around the tree. One day, the boy came back to the tree with a sad look on his face. "Come and play with me," the tree asked the boy. "I am no longer a kid, I don't play around trees anymore." The boy replied, "I want toys. I need money to buy them. Sorry, I don't have money. But you can pick all my mangoes and sell them so you will have money." The boy was so excited. He picked all the mangoes on the tree and left happily. The boy didn't come back. The tree was sad. One day, the boy grown into a man returned. The tree was so excited. "Come and play with me," the tree said. "I don't have time to play. I have to work for my family. We need a house for shelter. Can you help me?" "Sorry, I don't have a house, but you can chop off my branches to build your house." So the man cut all the branches off the tree and left happily. The tree was glad to see him happy, but the boy didn't come back afterward. The tree was again lonely and sad. One hot summer day, the man returned and the tree was delighted. "Come and play with me," the tree said. "I am sad and getting old. I want to go sailing to relax myself. Can you give me a boat? Use my trunk to build your boat. You can sail far away and be happy." So the man cut the tree trunk to make a boat. He went sailing and didn't come back for a long time. Finally, the man returned after he had been gone for so many years. "Sorry, my boy, but I don't have anything for you anymore. No more mangoes to give you," the tree said. "I don't have teeth to bite," the man replied. "No more trunk for you to climb on. I am too old for that now," the man said. "I really can't give you anything. The only thing left is my dying roots," the tree said with sadness. "I don't need much now, just a place to rest. I am tired after all these years," the man replied. "Good. Old tree roots are the best place to lean on and rest. Come sit down with me and rest." The boy sat down and the tree was glad and smiled. Moral: the tree in the story represents our parents. When we are young, we love to play with them. When we grow up, we leave them and only come back when we need help. Parents sacrifice their lives for us. Never forget their sacrifices. Give them love and care before it's too late. If you like my videos, don't forget to like, subscribe my channel. If you guys support to my channel, it will give me appreciations to make more videos on it. Only 14 minutes video took 3 hours of my life. Thank you.